Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode of Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, let's put it in the right place. So I've been listening to this video for weeks now. Okay, many weeks. It's just something that I start my morning off. I just kind of like the way it just kind of jumps off. And I shared a little bit of this video, I think maybe a week or so ago. So I want to share the very beginning of it because it's something that I've been asking myself a lot, especially when I meet different people, but especially lately because of a lot of different situations, scenarios, people that I talk to and coming across lately as a coach, or just talking to people about their life and their goals and their mindsets and what it is that they're trying to do or not do. And so if you want to check it out, again, I shared it before. It's 2021 Go Hard Mindsets, David Goggins, Jocko, Ed Milet, and Intense Powerful Motivation. And the channel is David Goggins, God Said. All right, so within the first 30 seconds of this video, David Goggins talks about it starts with why. Okay, it starts with why, and it's just in his voice. You can just hear it, and I can just connect with it because I'm like, I wonder the same thing. All right, he asks, why don't you want to be in better shape? Why don't you want to be a better student? Why don't you want to be more successful? Okay, and he just left it at that, and he just kept going into something else. But in my mind, I have a lot of questions for a lot of people, like, why don't you want to be, besides those, why don't you want to be in better shape? Why don't you want to be a better student, be more successful? Why don't you want to be better financially, with your spending habits and your credit scores and the way you're living your lifestyle in that manner? Why are you eating the foods that you're eating that are putting you in the position that you're in with your health and everything else? Or for some students that I have, missing their weight class. I just recently had a student fly out to Vegas to go compete, and a day before a competition, he was eating some beef sandwich with a caramel frappuccino and a chocolate croissant. So in my mind, I'm thinking he's just enjoying Vegas at that time. He is no longer competing. He is done. And he actually missed weight the next day by like 0.6 over. And so the question of why, why would you do that? Why would you eat that? Why would you put that kind of fuel in your body before you go compete? Mind boggling, mind blown. And when you hear people talk, or at least for me, and because I hear people, because I am the head coach of the academy and I work with so many people, the question is always why. Why are you eating that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing whatever it is that you're doing that okay, you're smart enough to know that it is putting you in a position to make you go backwards. It's putting you in a position to fail, whether it's hanging out with a certain group of friends that you can't let go of, a certain relationship that you can't let go of, again, spending habits that you just can't let go of, a certain food that you just supposedly can't do without, or a drink like a Coke. I don't know how many people I've talked to over the years, they just can't let go of their Cokes. They refuse to let go of their Dr. Peppers, and it's trash. It's a can full of sugar that has no nutritional value whatsoever. And you have to have it every day. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once in a while, but on a daily basis, you're addicted to something like that, So when David Goggins just starts off this video with why, why don't you want to be better? I guess for me, it's pretty simple. Whatever it is that's in my way that's kind of holding me back, to stopping me from doing or going where I want to go, I try to let go of it right away. Especially even probably one of the hardest things ever is like a relationship with a friend or family member or whatever. At this point, being 46 and just been through so many things in life, like it's pretty easy now. Like it sucks, but it's so much easier. And as time goes on, at least for me, it's a lot easier now to just realize and be more self-aware. Like, hey, this isn't helping me. That got to go. Okay, and that's where most people struggle with, is cutting ties with whatever it is that's holding you back. And it's holding you back. Like you know that you're getting ready to do something that is not going to put you in the direction where it's going to help you win. It's going to put you in a direction where it's actually going to help you lose. So that's where it's like, why? Like why are you doing that? And when you hear this video and you hear this, just the way it comes out, it's like, yeah, man, why? Why are you doing that? So my question to all of you, if whatever it is, it could be one thing, it could be quite a few things. Just get rid of one thing at a time. Okay, get rid of one thing at a time. Ask yourself, is this helping me or is it hurting me? And then get rid of it. Just stop it, and stop it today. Get rid of it today. Like, no more nonsense. Just, hey, today I'm making changes. And I'll highlight a couple of students. One of my students, Mr. Dorsey, he's in his late 30s, I think, if I got that correct. But this guy came to me, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago or so, and he couldn't even do a bear crawl, okay? Some of the exercises, we don't really do them all that much anymore, but at that time we were doing like bear crawls on a daily basis as a warm-up, and he could not do a bear crawl. I mean, actually, I don't know if his pants split at one time or what, but his pants were so tight, and he just couldn't do it. And I'm like, man, I don't know if this guy's gonna last. Anyways, fast forward to today. He's an absolute beast. He works a ton of overtime. He does kickboxing, he does jiu-jitsu, he lifts weights. He's lost over 80 pounds. He's got rid of his, he was on diabetic medication at one point, and then the doctor completely took him off the medication because his health is so much better now. Completely just changed his lifestyle. At some point, he just asked himself, why? Like, why am I doing this to myself? And why not be better? And he made those changes to be better. And it's exactly what he's doing. He's one of my purple belts. And to me, he's a big inspiration because he posts his videos and pictures where some people might not like that and disagree with that and talk smack about that. I like that, because if I can watch an individual go from here and improve their lifestyle and go to here, and I can watch that transformation, it'll motivate you. Okay, it'll get you up off the couch. At least it should. Like, hey man, if that guy can do it, and he was overweight, and he was a diabetic, and he drank Cokes and ate fast food, because Mr. Dorsey told me when I met him, he ate everything under the sun as far as fast food and fried foods. Okay, and then he changed all that because he knew it wasn't getting him anywhere. It was putting his health at risk and his lifestyle at risk. And so now he's making all these changes. And then I have another student, Mr. Sean. He's just joined like 3 months ago. This dude's lost over 30 pounds, I think. He's 47. And, we're in the locker room the other day, and he looks very, very fit. He's a very fit-looking individual, but he didn't look like that a few months ago. Somewhere in his mind, he just had to ask himself, like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I continuing to go down this path that I know that's not healthy for me or isn't helping me? And he decided to change that. And those whys all completely changed to, like, why am I not getting in better shape? Why am I not being more successful? Why is my financial situation not better? And it is all better. I made a video about him, not just about him, but I mentioned him about a week ago, where his credit score has improved. His relationship with his wife and his kids are improved. His lifestyle's improved. His mindset's improved. He's cutting ties with all these things that were just kind of holding him back. You know, he's just holding himself back. And so it all starts with why, you know. And if you don't have any kind of why, or not really even self-evaluating or being self-aware of what it is you're doing day in and day out, what you're eating, what you're drinking, how you're sleeping, who you're hanging out with, what you're listening to, how you're spending your money, before you know it, man, you're just in this whirlwind of just like backwards stuff. And if you can just stop today and just say, you know, why don't I want to be in better shape? Why do I not want my lifestyle to just be better? We don't know how long we have on this earth. I was listening to this other video. I'll share it with you at another time, maybe tomorrow. But it's Jocko talking. I think it's David Guy. It's like a compilation. But whoever made the video was really good, because it's the clock ticking, but they speed it up. So when I was running my 3 miles a day, like it kind of pushed me to go a little faster, because it's like they were just saying, hey man, the clock is ticking. It's always ticking. The clock never stops. That hand is always moving. And if you're sitting still not doing anything, that doesn't mean that the clock isn't moving either. It's moving regardless of you're doing anything or not. So when you hear stuff like that, or at least for me, it pushes me to go even faster, even harder, like do even more, because it's like, yeah, I don't know how much time I have left. You know, I've lost a couple of students in the last few years to a couple different things. I've lost friends in the past, whatever. Okay. So every day counts, every day matters. And it all starts with why. Like, why don't you want to be better? Okay. Make those choices, make those changes, fix those things around you, pick one thing at a time, check it off the list, and then just start improving your lifestyle just every single day. Just, you know, I was at the tournament in Vegas this past weekend, and I saw a shirt. You know, jiu-jitsu guys or whatever always have like some kind of motivational quote or something. And just big letters, just on the front of the shirt was "Be better than yesterday," or I think it was "Better than yesterday." And that's it. Just be better than yesterday. Simple. Just one thing at a time. Be better than yesterday. And again, it all starts with why. Why don't you, well, the same thing with my students. Like I said, there's people that I see improving on a daily basis. And then there's students that I'm just like, why do you keep skipping class? Why do you keep eating that? You know, it's like why aren't you drinking more water? Why aren't you eating healthier? Why don't you ask more questions? Why don't you, like, it's always why for me, because I see these individuals that have the potential to be really good, but they're just in their own way. And my question to myself and to them is why? Like, why are you doing that? Like, you know that's not helping you. Why do you continue to put yourself in a backwards position? So, great question, okay? Great question. It always starts with why, but why don't you want to be better? Be better, okay? Again, you don't know how long you have to be. You're going to be here, make an impact, inspire other people around you to do the same. And, you know, you don't have to be, you know, some famous person on TV or, you know, some famous YouTuber or whatever like that. You can just make these changes like Dorsey, like my other student, Sean, and all the other great guys and girls that I have on my team that do make things happen, and create a following of like being better. Okay. So be better than yesterday. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.